Okay, I'm back in the kitchen as I promised. Last week I made sweet potato brownies with vanilla ice cream protein from First Form. This week I'm making it again, this time using my husband's favorite protein caramel latte. So here we go. This recipe, I'm going to give credit. It's from Paleo OMG back 2014. So this is a old recipe and I've tweaked it along the way. The first thing you're gonna do is cook a sweet potato. I like to just microwave it. It's honestly the only thing I microwave. So you're gonna microwave the potato and then you peel off the skin. Just gonna peel the skin. I save it, eat it. There's a lot of nutrition in it, but you can do whatever you want. My husband has a sweet tooth. This is something that I try and make once in a while. All right, then I'm gonna use this and I'm just gonna mix it all around. Okay, next up is, let's see, a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. So I have that measured out, 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 3 eggs. I'm just gonna break them in here. This is a really good recipe if you have a sweet tooth, minus the guilt, because it's pretty healthy. I'm gonna whip up these eggs, 3 eggs. All my liquid is going in first. The recipe calls for honey. I don't have honey. I'm gonna use agave nectar and it's about 3/4 of a cup. I'm gonna be honest, I use a little bit less than 3/4. So the agave nectar goes in and then a little bit of vanilla. Vanilla, we have about 1/4 teaspoon. I like the organic. That's 1/2 and here's 1/4. All right, so I'm gonna mix this up and then I'm gonna start to add my dry ingredients. So you want to mix it up really well. Now I'm going to start to add my dry ingredients. It's 3 tablespoons of coconut flour. So again, I just have my organic coconut flour. Getting low, gonna have to go to the health food store. That's 1, 2, and 3. We got 2 tablespoons of cacao, unsweetened. Again, organic from the health food store. Little heaping tablespoons. So we got those. We have some baking powder cup. This is a smaller section of my kitchen, but listen, it works, right? I love cooking. On Saturdays and Sundays, I like to food prep. So far today, I made egg cups, which I'll show you the recipe. I don't really follow recipes, so I'm trying to pay attention so I can give you lots more details next week. And also my hummus, I don't really follow a recipe, so I'm working on that to give you details. So stay tuned for those. All right, so we have that. Now we're gonna add some cinnamon, and that's about 1/4 of a teaspoon. So a little bit of cinnamon. Say that fast. And then we add a little bit of salt. And here's where I kind of tweak the recipe. So last week I added a little under a scoop and my husband's like, add the whole scoop. So this is to add the caramel latte protein. I'm gonna add that in there too. You can use whatever protein. I just happen to like First Form. It's the protein that we use in our house. All right, now I'm gonna mix it up. Get it all mixed in well. You could probably use a bigger bowl so it doesn't splash all over. But hey, you live and you learn, right? This is my contribution to the work today. He's out power washing and I'm making brownies for him. You want to get all the dry ingredients off the sides. So the consistency, it's not so liquidy, but it's not dry. It's moist. So that's the consistency. I used a pretty large sweet potato. All right, so now that it's all mixed, I'm just gonna take this apart, and then I fold in my chocolate chips. That's a half a cup. Again, I use organic chocolate chips. Try to make it as healthy as I can. So I'm gonna half a cup, in it goes. Just gonna fold these in. I mean, look how good. It's sweet potatoes and brownies, and it's protein. It's like all good stuff. All right, and I'm just gonna add it to an 8x8 glass dish that I sprayed with this stuff here, avocado oil. All right, so you get it in there, so good. And then just evenly spread it throughout. Now my oven has been preheated to 350, and I'm gonna bake these for about 30-35 minutes. Don't they look delicious? Stay tuned.